So moving on now to category number 2, and it's wrestler entrances. And we'll start off with WrestleMania 17 in Houston. Triple H had his good pals Motorhead do his new song The Game live for him. So let's hear Lemmy and the boys with The Game.
We all Motorhead.
Undertaker and King.
We're gonna kick your ass.
Ready to get it on.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game. And now you pay it. It's all about the name. If you can pay it. About the debt. If you can pay it. About paying. Who's gonna make it? On the game, you know you can play me. I am the bait, you know you can play me. I am the safe and I want to stay. I am the game and I want to play. Over your shoulder, ready to run. Singing big to the smoking gun. I am the game and I make the rules. Coming over here and die like a fool. Don't you see what the next move will be? Come on over, son, why don't you ask me? I am the game and I want to stay. I am the game and I want to play.
All right, let me smoke 100 cigarettes and drink a bottle of Jack to get this impression right here. We are Motorhead, and we're gonna kick your ass. So, a couple things here, and they both have to do with Lemmy. Number one, he doesn't have his mustache, which is very weird to see. You know, it's like Ray without the mask. It's just not right. And number two, I don't know if Lemmy had really mastered the lyrics yet, because we've heard The Game, 8 bajillion times over the years. We know it back to front. So to hear Lemmy just stumble his way through it's a bit odd, Chris. I can't lie.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Lemmy very likely didn't even know where he was, so can't really expect him to remember the lyrics to a song that he recorded once and probably never sang again. But it is just kind of funny to hear him. It's all about the game. How you play it. It's all about the game. How you say it. It's all about the game. How you make it. It's all about the game. And how you take it. It's like, oh, all right. I don't. This is an interesting rendition. And yeah, maybe he was just off without the mustache. It felt wrong for him to not have it. And very nice of Triple H, by the way, to spit at the band when he came out. Maybe he held Lemmy to a higher standard than I do. I don't know. Maybe he was very upset about the lyrics. But one thing I did note is that what was up with Mickey D not laying out for the water spit section? He just kept playing the beat straight through. I thought it
I noticed that as well.
Killed the momentum there.
I noticed that as well, yeah. I mean, I mentioned that we know this song and entrance back to front. So to see Triple H go to do the water spit and Lemmy says, time to play the game, before the water spit, you notice it, like something is amiss here, something's off. I mean, in fairness, it is Motorhead, and they are going to kick your ass. I'm not expecting the intricate stylings of Emerson, Lake and Palmer here, for God's sake, but still, there are these little discrepancies between the studio version of the entrance and the live version of the entrance, which, I mean, we're a laugh pal, there are going to be those things, there's the potential, and yeah, I won't say that this all goes wrong, but it doesn't go 100% right, or how I used to, Chris,
Right. Yeah, and like, it's got to be a song that they just don't know that well. It's not like a song they're playing.
It's brand new. It's a brand new song, pretty much.
Yeah, it's not a song that they're playing live at all. It's not really even a song that they really wrote, because the riff already existed from my time. So it's just kind of a weird thing where they're playing a song they're not quite familiar with. They're in an environment that, it's not their setup. It's not their front of house guy. It's not their monitoring system. So I do have a lot of empathy for anyone in this type of a situation where they're playing at a WWE show, probably didn't have that much time to rehearse or sound check. And, that's all across the board, not just for Motorhead. But I mean, with all that said, like, it's still Motorhead, so it's still really good and enjoyable. It's just kind of rough around the edges. And honestly, I think it could have been cool if they just had Metallica play it, because Metallica plays Motorhead songs very well, and they're a live band that can pretty much adapt to any situation. So That would have been interesting too if we got a live version with Metallica at some point playing the game.
You know what they could have done? Triple H was wrestling Undertaker that year. They could have had Limp Bizkit do Rollin' live. It's like a Battle of the Bands kind of thing. And then Lemmy could have walked over and smashed a whiskey bottle over Fred Durst's head. You know, just to spice things up a little bit there, Chris. You know, just to really crank things up a notch, you know?
Well, now we're talking. Ugh. Man, what could have been?
What could have been? What could have been? Yeah, I mean, look, these ideas, they just come to me, Chris. I'm a mere vessel. I can't help it. I'm sorry. But